Hello, YouTube folks. This is a Patreon only video for at least a month, so let's get started. As you know, I'm Arwen, the professional joy seeker. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, a medium, and a magazine editor. Talk about how to read for yourself. It's different for me than reading for a client, because in reading for a client, I'm reaching out to them, I'm getting their input. Right? When I read for somebody on my video chats, I don't just say, well, this card means this card means this card means this. I say, well, here's what I know about this card. What does it mean to you? So I'm trying to get information from them, feedback, and interaction. But when I'm working with myself, I don't necessarily want that interaction because myself wants what myself wants. So a couple of things that I do. One is journaling. This is one of my journals. It's a fairly, I say new one, but I have journals all over the place. So this one actually started in 2015, and it started at one of my retreats. So I should actually go through here and pull the poetry out because this is one of the places I write most of my poetry. And I have a song. I should sing out the song because I really love it, but I won't. So the first thing I use for personal tarot work is a journal, and I'll pull a card, and then I write about what I see on the card. Now, sometimes I write fluidly, like let's just jump in here. I'm just looking for something to see where I'd actually pulled a card and. La, 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 la. Okay. Nope, not a lot in there. Okay. So here I just had, the question was, what does that look like as a lived experience? And the card I got was awakening or judgment. So what I said was answering that call to live a purpose-driven passion, to rise up like a phoenix and fully live life. And I'm writing about what I see and how it's affecting me. Now, the problem with reading for yourself is knowing your cards too well, right? So y'all know that I read with the Gaian. So let's just read, let me just put out there, what does the universe want me to know right now? Okay, what does the universe want me to know right now? And already in my head, I'm thinking of things that should show up. That's the first thing. So I cut the cards like I was going to draw, and this is the card I would have drawn. Oh, follow your heart. But I'm really focused on what I want the cards to say. And I think we can influence it to some degree. So I'm going to kind of go soft mind, and y'all are going to have to bear with me while I do this. I get kind of quiet. And what I say over and over in my head is, what does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need me to know right now? Because it kind of forces me to not think of other things, right? So bear with me. What does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need me to know right now? What does the universe need me to know right now? I'm going to pause again. That's kind of an open question, right? It's one I use a lot. But how about, what does the universe need me to know to be the most productive right now? Because that's really what I need to be right now, is productive. So I'm kind of answering my own question, right? I'm already saying, okay, the universe wants you to be more productive. Now, how? So what does the universe want me to do to be more productive right now? What does the universe want me to do to be productive right now? What does the universe want me to do to be more productive right now? Okay. So you see, I kind of play with the questions, think about the questions. Just did a live video that's an open video with Nigel and Maggie Percy about dowsing, and questions came up. Well, the question's super important. So let's see what I get. How can I be more productive right now? Well, now that's the Six of Water. And that's the card of childhood reminiscing. It's about looking back. It's about thinking. And it's really about connecting with other people. So is the universe saying that right now your most productive thing can be connecting with others? Yeah, I think it is, because one of the biggest things I need to do right now is get some of these decks sold, connecting with people, and get the magazine started. I've got lots of input. I've got lots of articles and reviews and artwork, and I need to get that moving. I need to get started on it. So that's kind of how I see that, because the publishing is going to be a joint effort, right? I've got a lot of people coming in. It's also a really emotional card, you know, and I am feeling a little overwhelmed. So it could be that I'm being told, connect with others so you can, you know, limit how much you feel overwhelmed, how much you feel flooded by all of this. So that's one way. Another way that I do is I use a deck I'm not familiar with. Now I'm using the Mesquite, but it's a pretty, it's so Rider-Waite based that it may not, because the Rider-Waite is my underlying foundation in my tarot learning, right? So let's see what this little deck, how can this, let's see, what do I need to know for clarification on the Six of Cups is how to be more productive right now. What do I need for clarification on how to use the Six of Cups to be more productive right now? So you see that I'm kind of layering on the other question. And a card jump, so we will pull that one. Really, universe? Ha ha. The Seven of Cups. And I see that as make a choice, pick something, and just get started, right? Quit dreaming about all the things you could do. Quit dreaming about all the things you need to do. And again, it's an emotional card. So, it can be difficult to read for yourself. You have to get out of your own way. That's the one thing you'll hear from people, is you have to get out of your own way. And I think it's important to know how to read for yourself. I don't believe, and it's just me being judgy, I don't know that you can be a very effective professional reader if you can't read for yourself. I don't like reading for myself. I don't enjoy it. I get cranky about it. I want more and more and more from, you know, others. I want somebody else to tell me what to do, which frankly is what we get a lot in professional tarot reading. I also use, let me get down here. Oh, let me get these cards out of my way. I also use oracle cards a lot because I find that oracle cards kind of make me move out of myself. So I've got a couple of oracle decks here. One, Yoga Cats, which is as adorable as you might think. And then, of course, Secrets of the Mystic Grove. Product plug. Now, y'all know that I don't make any money off this deck, right? I did it work for hire, which I am proud of. I mean, I got paid a flat rate. So, I just love this deck. So, you know, which deck would I use? I'm actually feeling more drawn to this deck right now. So, we're going to use that deck. And we're going to say, I'm not sure what I need to know right now. And that's problematic when you're reading for yourself, right? Because you need something. So sometimes if I want to journal, I'll just pull a card on to journal on. And we'll just look at that and see, you know, just kind of, oh, here's a good one. This is a question I use a lot. I learned it from Joanna Powell-Colbert, who learned it, I believe, from Christina Baldwin. So it's kind of, I love teacher lineage, right? So the question is, what is the wisdom I should carry with me today? What is the wisdom I should carry with me today? And it's a soft question. It's what is wisdom I should carry with me today, right? Okay, jumper. So we'll pull that. Now, this is Rosetta. I actually have a cat. I had a cat that looks very much like her named Carmen. And Rosetta's messages align focus, awareness, and positive intention in all pursuits. Do you see how that plays in with what I was asking before, even though I didn't ask? Right? So I would write about, you know, what does it mean to align focus first? What does it mean to align awareness? Is awareness focus? Is focus different from awareness? And align positive intention. Okay, you know, that one I kind of understand. In all pursuits. So then my little writer mind goes off on, well, all pursuits means everything. So if you're angry, how do you align positive intention? Are you positive you're angry? Things of that nature. But I really personally like using oracle cards for my own readings because I know tarot so well, right? I've been reading it professionally since about 85 and working with it since 81. That's a few years. Now let's take a look at Secrets of the Mystic Grove and just see again, what is more wisdom I can carry with me today? What is more wisdom I should carry with me today? You know, and see, sometimes I like to see, is there a consensus out there? Is there a wild card? And I don't generally read on the same question over and over. I think that's really, it's difficult. You muddy the waters. If you don't go with the first answer you get, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust the universe. And you want a different answer, and you're not happy with the answer you got. Don't tell me what's confusing. Sure, okay, it's confusing. Hang on to it for 7 days. You know, work with it for 7 days and see where it takes you. Don't just immediately start throwing more cards and saying, well, that's not right. I must not have been in the right frame of mind. So we're going to see. What card do I get? Celebration, joy, bliss, delight, and a pheasant in the hair. I love the artwork in this deck. If I have not made that super clear, Mary Elaine Thomas is a gorgeous, gorgeous artist, right? Her work, look at those eyes. Just brilliant. And that Chinese pheasant, lovely. So, you know, joy, bliss, delight. Is that what I need to focus on? Sure, it's always what I focus on. So a little confusing when you read multiple decks like this. You could use a majors only deck. I actually have kind of a about majors only deck. Mary Kay Greer loves them. She actually, we talked about it once, you know, because I was like, I don't like them, blah, blah, blah. And she told me how she used them, and it made sense, right? But what works for me may not work for you. So you should experiment. You should keep playing around, keep trying. I would love to hear from you guys in comments. Just tell me, you know, what you think of this. Does this help? Do you want more of these videos? I feel like I'm not giving you enough. So I need to hear from you, and y'all let me know what you want, okay? So this was just a little on how to read for yourself, journaling, using decks you're not familiar with, and maybe even oracle decks are my 3 tips. So give it a try and let me know how it turns out. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on.